best be paid well for this.
Okay, we're well rested. We dumped our loot. And what next? Ah, we'll go hunt after Baldur.
I've killed for less.
Good for you. We should be in Umar Hills. We don't really want to get mixed up in the Umar Hills business just yet. We came here for just one reason. I guess we'll trigger this.
Aye, that be sounding right.
Oi, Mayor, when is this crisis going to be solved, eh?
Aye, me and mine need to get back to herding, we do, for the wolves have gobbled me flock entire.
Calm down, everyone, please. I assure you that everything that can be done is being done.
And what is that? My, you just hired a group of those adventurers, didn't you? Where in the abyss are they? Well, they haven't come back yet, you know. Oh, we're doomed. Doomed, and we must flee the village. We must flee before more people go missing. No, people, come. This is no time to panic. Please, listen to my husband. Yes, well, we are looking for another group of adventurers here to handle the situation. To kill them ogres and evilkin, you mean? Yes, ever since that band of monsters moved into the area, we have had nothing but trouble. They're eating people, that's what. You're both daft. It's the wolves that have been wandering the hills to earn how hungry they is. It's not wolves, you fool. It's Umar herself, returned to haunt us and steal our children. Umar, don't be telling the folk tale now. Can't you see that it's the ogres plain as the truth? Please, we must first find out what happened to our ranger Marella, and then track down the source of these murders. More adventures will come soon. Well, they can't come soon enough. You'd best be doing something, Mayor, or we'd be fleeing to the city for our safety. I'm trying to do something. Everyone remain calm. Panic will not help. I'm going to return to my home now. Everyone go home, please. Yeah, we're not interested. We're looking for a cabin in the woods.
Leave me be.
Be quick with it. Aye, I'll do as you wish. For now.
Presumably, it's not in the city. Group of monsters. What is this? Identify scroll.
Yes?
No, use normal arrows.
What do you want, groundling? And later I'll split your gut open.
Yeah. Always making promises. A moose. This looks promising. Balagar's cabin.
Aye, the dwarf will bloody do it.
Ho there. More cowled ones are their servants, no doubt. By the gods, I swear you'll not live to take me to that damnable sphere.
So, this is where the cowardly hidden ranger be, eh? Ye are correct, boy. The wizards hired us to track ye down for some manner of retribution. The difference means little to us. Retribution, is it? Then you are fools indeed. I've done nothing but defended myself from greedy wizards who only wish to plunder the magical wealth of my dread ancestor. Anything they have told you is mere contrivance. If you think you are doing anything else than their selfish bidding, then you should think again. Okay. Tell me more. A planar sphere appeared in the slums of Athkatla weeks ago. My ancestor, the necromancer Lavak, built the sphere as some sort of a planar traveling device. But Lavak disappeared with the sphere over 505 centuries ago. It has not been seen again until now. I have no desire to meet my ancestor, and even less desire to help the cowled wizards, who seem certain that my body is the only key to the sphere, alive or no. Ah, yes. The mystery is finally solved. Yes. Cowled wizard would stop at nothing to get inside that sphere. I sympathize with their stand, of course. They tried to force my cooperation, and I was forced to defend myself and flee. I had hidden away here, successfully I thought, until you came. You have tax records of you owning this place. How could you possibly remain hidden here from government officials? Okay, Velagar isn't going to be having a too high of an intelligence value, clearly. Or is it wisdom in this case? Sometimes hard to tell the difference. I would say it's wisdom value. Intelligence is more of a pure processing power thing. You can you know things, you know what they are, you can do things, you have a knowledge of things, but wisdom is more how to apply that knowledge. So being able to see that having a tax record on government file might be a bit of a problem if you intend to hide in one of your publicly owned buildings. I guess one D&D book described this as the difference is if suddenly water starts to fall from the sky, intelligence would be more like you know what it is, you know what's going on, you know it's rain, you know blah blah blah, all the basically more of a scientific knowledge or that sort of thing. Wisdom would be more that you know you know you have the common sense to get out of the rain to avoid getting getting the cold. Yeah, as a simple example, it's more of a common sense sort of a thing. What the hell are we going to do with this? Why should you fear this Lavak? This ancestor of yours is certainly dead. It has been a long time, but for all I know, time may work differently when traveling the plains. As for his immortality, well, My ancestor has extended his life before, but that is a different story. I am the last of the Korthala line. That may mean little to you, but it means plenty to Lavak. When Lavak left at Katla in the sphere, he was already many centuries old. Lavak extended his life by stealing the bodies of blood relations. If he yet lives, you can imagine my concern. This is also why my blood may allow entrance to the sphere. Hmm. So how do you propose we solve this problem? I propose a list that we return to the city and enter the sphere. That way I will know if Lavak lives. If he does, we can exterminate his ghoulish existence once and for all. You are more than welcome to whatever lies within the sphere, such as magical treasure or anything else of Lavak's. None of it interests me the slightest. What's to stop me from using your body to enter the sphere myself? I have an idea of how my blood allows entrance to the sphere. I do not know how the wizards could use my dead body, but it's a secret they'll not likely tell, nor shall I tell mine. Hmm. Hmm. I don't really like my options because I don't. I can see the end result being more or less what we want if I choose to side with Cult Wizards. I don't particularly want to say that, I don't know, or do I want to side with them? What you suggest sounds interesting, but will not the Cult Wizards oppose us? The wizards will not rest until they get inside the sphere, and one cannot hope to stand up to Cult Wizards for long, at least not without steady hands at someone's back. Okay. I'll refuse. As you wish. If that is all you care for, you will not find Balagar a sitting target. Again, I have zero interest in
Dangerous
siding
mistake.
with the wizards,
My
but
talents are wasted on physical blows.
Dangerous mistake.
Glory will be ours today.
what an annoying weapon he has. It causes, yeah, bleeding wounds. Is it worth any experience? Korthala family blade, Korthala family armor. They probably aren't too valuable items because it's a way for the game to keep good items that you can switch around. They guarantee basically a basic level of equipment for a certain character. So I'm just gonna leave them.
Fine.
Pain. We're gonna head back to Baldur's Gate immediately.
Let us speak and be done with this.
You're one of those wizard folk looking for Valakar, aren't you? Looking for him, yes, but I'm not interested in a fight. I'll move on then. Get out of here. Well, that was easy. Flying makes your life much easier. Warmly recommended. Now,
I best be paid well for this.
I don't think I want to rest before going in there. Well, it would be certainly warranted. It's not like we have not anything to lose. I'm sure we can rest inside the sphere. We have most of our resources intact, so it sort of seems like a waste to stop here and rest. We're going to rest inside the sphere at some point anyway. It's bigger on the inside. Although it's hard to say from this. Because the buildings seem to be much larger on the inside even than normal buildings. So it's hard to say. Algar's body dissolves as the door to the planar sphere opens before you. We have to be
I've killed
ready to
less.
do some anti-mage fighting. The cult wizards are not gonna just let it be.
What is it now?
Jacques.
I will tolerate only so much.
For you.
Me axe be bloody ready.
25,000. Huh? After this, I think we'll buy the rope for Edwin.
It'd be neither decision I'd make.
It's one of the few major shit, it's a clay golem.
Eh?
Major purchases we have to make. Ask for this.
Bark here. I'll do as you tell. But only if there be a good
My
enough.
weapon has no effect. My weapon has no effect. What is it shall be?
It's basically immune to most of our damage. That's why it's taking so long to kill it.
Leave me be.
Yes, Bill?
You know, though ye all be gutless, clumsy, and not too bright, this party is a sight better than me former crew of delvers and ne'er-do-wells.
Happened with your former companions? A proud crew we were. We never blinked when adventure called. Purses overflowed, bellies was full, but the wheels left the wagon and the house of cards collapsed. We were spelunking some old Durgar shafts down south, a badly built construct of little attention and craft, I may add, when we happened upon a hive of ooze. This passed with each, but mild strife later, Stitch's armor began to dissolve. smoked like a chimney, and he squealed like a yard pig. He wouldn't stop wailing, and I had to stop him flailing about while he struggled with his smelting armor, so I hit him and killed him. Accident really, but he rankled my nerves. Then Hawkbelly had his legs crushed when a hill giant fell on him, so he had to go. And Carter went and got infected with plague, so I up and broke his neck to save him the agony. See, the plagues had weakened him severely, and he wasn't worth the trouble anymore. Well, I sort of see them having it coming. It's a relief to see a man of action aware of that. Please, please, that you think so, dark flugger. I hadn't acted on a couple of occasions out of necessity, like when we happened upon a hive of giants. 20 or so infested the hills up at Sardush. Families of them ravaged farms with no mercy. We heard it from a point here in the forest of Myrrh, so fate called. A great melee ensued. All Widowmaker sent 6 over to the hells that day, but Hogbelly placed his deformed visage, got under a toppling mountain of man. It was not unlike kindling cracking, and he whined for his legs all night. "Me legs are gone, oh me precious legs." I chopped some peg legs, but he'd not have it. Please continue. So, I held him whilst 2 swings of me Widowmaker put him cold. Our bag of tricks, screw loose, close the wounds. But then he wouldn't stop groaning. I got tired of it. At that night, put me knife in his belly. He stopped moaning after that, but my work weren't done yet. I had to make it look like trolls or gnolls craft him unawares to throw suspicion off of me. A strange thing, the whole time I swear his eyes followed me, though he was long dead by then. Yeah, sounds like fun was had by all. Of course others might treat you the same way. If I be in position to do nothing, then I deserves what comes. Truly, I'd be happy if I'd be put out of whining misery. Don't worry, I'd do the same for ye. We're in the middle of
On my
healing
honor.
you.
Consider it done.
No traps? Traps. Well, it could be that we can't just take them, of course. I'm not
Who
super
stands at
confident in my trap finding skills at the
trust
moment.
is for the foolish and the dead.
Planar Geek, Golem Arm, more breach spell scrolls. That sort of worries me. Well, we're expected to fight mages here. More of a matter of when that's happen. When that's going to happen, not if it's going to happen. Polymorph Other. You can try to turn someone else to a scroll. We need to start using those scrolls.
Okay, I'll best be paid well for this.
I think we're gonna get enough money anyway.
What do you
So
require?
we don't
I
have
will
to
do my
sell every
best.
little scroll.
Be quick with it.
Yes? I am out of... Yes.
This pool shows the bird's eye view of Athkatla. Planar sphere stands out like a magic beacon in the heart of the city. So it's the slum map, basically. What you? Steam methods. If I recall correctly, they weren't that
What
tough.
do you want, groundling?
What is my task? Very well.
Yeah. Quadruple damage. 59 points of damage to steam methods.
I swim in
Me
memories
be
in such a
bloody
place as
ready.
this.
I've killed for less.
Most unpleasant memories. I am yours to command.
Assassin, you can imagine how much that would do. Basically focus on a high damage weapon, and I think the multiplier is at least a couple of times. Couple extra points higher,
Aye,
so...
that be sounding right.
Oops. You have initiated plane travel. The inner store will now open. You may not leave the sphere until the master allows it. It's a control panel. So we're not leaving this place. Oh, and the map changed. There's the sphere. What's there? Within the ripples of the magical pool, you see a distorted demonic valley. A place such as this could only be home to the most foul of beasts. Okay, I believe that. This might not be a good thing. Just putting the idea out there. Three soldiers.
You are welcome in my sight.
Stranger, identify yourself before you come any closer. Fool. It appears that I am as trapped as you, and your companion is trapped indeed. I am Reyna. Myself and my fellow knights of Solamnia, Onvo and Anka, have been imprisoned in this strange dungeon for a long time. Knights of Solamnia. We are the Knights of Honor and Good upon Ansalon, a world so far removed from this one. Are there any traps up ahead that I should be wary of? Traps? No, but in the dark rooms of this place I have witnessed horrors. These terrors I am loath to discuss, but if it helps your cause, then I shall. When we first arrived here, my fellow knights and I thought to explore our new surroundings. I wish we hadn't. To the west we were ambushed by small creatures, children in size but not in appetite. We were hard-pressed to battle our way out of the trap. Perhaps they were halflings. Halflings? If halflings seek to rip and rend the flesh from your body, to swallow your flesh and suck the marrow from your bones, then halflings they may be. You must be careful if you encounter them. They are crafty and a worthy foe of any knight. Very well. Yeah, at least they are not hostile. Ooh, a warding whip. It's a anti-magical defense spell. Every round it sort of whips again. It removes defense, then on next round again, the next again. I'm not sure how many times it works.
On my honor. Done.
Okay, so halflings to the west of us, potentially halflings. I'm assuming halflings because the game sort of make that jump to conclusion.
Bark your eye. I'll do as you wish.
What
Probably
do
is
you
correct
require?
then.
I am out of sight of others. As you ask.
Sahuagin. Priestesses Baron. Priestesses and warriors. Baronial Guard, I suppose. Not quite sure how strong Sahuagin are.
And later I'll split your
Priestesses could certainly be a problem.
Shah guides my hand.
What is it now?
Be quick with it. Aye, the dwarf will have to do it.
Your worthless lives end here!
Okay, now the rest. Yeah, these aren't too tough versions at least.
Here!
What do you find? Me axe be bloody ready.
I feel your stare those
A solid hit.
A skull breaker.
Yeah, fairly weak group. The smell of salt water is everywhere, and when you step, your feet sink slightly and the murky water pools about them.
Abyss be paid well for this.
So these are, I'm guessing, habitat for different types of planar creatures. No matter what you encounter, you can keep them alive in the sphere. So halflings. Halfling warriors.
Another dank hole with which to improve my mood.
Exactly as advertised.
Bark your orders already. It'd be neither decision I'd make.
Yes?
Okay. Surely that cannot
It
be
shall
it.
be.
Use a ring of invisibility. Warrior token. Like a warrior. At it. Into Kiardi. Okay, that's a mage, that's a cleric.
What gives?
I feel your stares! Die! Die!
A
Here!
dangerous mistake.
I'll do as you tell. But only if there be a good amount of coins of it.
It's not
I
a
will
simple
tolerate
fight.
only so much!
We need to send lesser air elemental. I'm putting these on hold. We need something to summon there and send their way though. Doesn't have to be something much. It basically needs to get their reactions going. There is the wizard and he has high level spells.
Leave me if I must!
They should be enough. They're not enough to kill anything, but they're
What
enough
is
to
it
get a
now?
reaction going. Maybe delay enough so I can get the elemental going too. Oh, protection, shielded, protection, spell turning, no protection from normal missiles, protection from magical weapons, protection from electricity. Yeah, regenerating, defensive harmony, high level casters there.
I must rest for a cause
Their
to
slaughter
succeed.
are similar. What the happened? Into it. Detonate an ogre. Corgan, Viconia, Thule, and Edwin also took damage. Why? We're on the other side of the fucking map. That seems a bit unfair. Loss. No.
I will tolerate all. Labor will help.
Be quick with it.
I'm assuming we'll lose
Best
all
be
the
paid
summoned
well for
creatures.
this.
Cool.
Blood and glory! Now you die!
Oh shit.
Leave me be.
Oh shit. Ah.
I'm
What
tired
do
of
you want, groundling?
Vitos!
How long do you intend to crack your whip on my back?
A skull breaker!
By my honor, you shall not see another
What
day.
is it now?
Ah.
When the day be done, the day be done. And with fresh no argument,
A waste of my talents.
me axe be bloody ready.
Go there. Okay, we should be cool.
What is my task?
I will tolerate only
The
so
problem
much.
is she has all the proper disabling spells
Stop looking at me.
and proper
On my honor, consider it done.
revealing spells, so
What do you...
there isn't all that much I can do.
Bark your own. Half killed for less.
She was supposed to be the one that allows us to
Leave
gain
very
access to
well.
them. I can't as long as he's I think he has improved
What gives?
well,
Aye, that be
fire
sound
elemental
of right.
handles the issue. Yeah, we
My
have no
talents
worries.
are wasted on
Yes?
physical blows.
Just use magical arrows.
I await your word.
What is it now?
Yep. Cannot target spells on invisible or sanctuary creatures. So he has still partial invisibility going, so I
must
can't do
live
anything.
like
shall be
this.
ours. I shall
Your
follow your
life shall
strength.
be as much a hell as mine.
Anyway, we should be able to take care of him though.
I will tolerate only so much.
Immune to magic missile. Of course you
If
are.
I
A
must.
solid hit.
Whoops. Run away, you won't survive another.
Be quick with it. Aye, I'll do as you wish.
Jacques.
Well, it went more or less fine. We could have protected ourselves from those spells. I guess I'm sort of
What do you
lazy.
want?
I
And
assumed
later I'll split
it
your
would
gut.
target something else. Gauntlets.
I must rest for a cause to succeed.
Edwin could certainly use a healing potion. We have the crappier potion still. Ooh.
Me axe be bloody red. Aye, the dwarf will bloody do it.
Oh, I do want to see what the gloves are. Ogre power 1800. It's a buff to him. Not a huge buff, but still, it's a minor improvement. Maybe +1 to hit or damage, something like that.
Yes, Bill?
What is...
Have I used my traps yet?
It shall be. I am out of sight of others.
Eh? Fine.
Leave me be. Incurtus. All labor will help.
Bark your order, blood and glory.
A solid hit.
Now you die.
What is it? A waste of my time.
What gives?
Your worthless lives end
Wait.
here!
A skull breaker. When the baby done that next swing.
Yeah, take it down. Well, that went actually quite well.
I best be paid well for this.
More golem parts. Golem building book. Coal. So, tell us, how do we build a golem? Finally, I have created a guardian golem that is specially suited for the challenging task of cleansing my sphere of planar creatures. It is exceedingly efficient in combat, having just recently destroyed a score of dredge and chasme demons. Though it was damaged in the encounter, these notes will serve as a reminder to me on the proper method of constructing the golem should it be destroyed. Note to self: avoid engaging other planar creatures. The exercise is quite difficult and better left to the golem. The standard golem requires 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. Be wary that some denizens of the sphere does not steal any of my spare golem pieces. It would be frustrating to have to actually track down the pieces myself. The most difficult task comes after the pieces are assembled in the workroom. To activate the golem, you must... Unfortunately, the pages past this point are burned, and their words can no longer be deciphered. There aren't actually that many options for you to do here, so it's less of a problem than you would think. So we have an arm. Let's add it to that. This appears to be the control panel relating to the creation of an iron golem. A partially completed golem stands lifeless in the tube above the panel. The golem is missing an arm and a head. We have the arm.
On my honor. Consider it done.
Shoddily made and shoddily maintained. But good killing grounds, nevertheless. Be quick with it.
What do you require? I will do my best.
Yeah, we can't go through that door without the golem.
What do you want? Have killed for
Ustanza
less.
dost.
Yes? I am out of sight of others. Yes. I must rest. I am out of sight of others.
Oh, what do they have here? More happens. Tybela, a couple of warriors, and Nikri. Look like mages. Not high level, at least as high level. But the spell selection is not equipped to spot invisible creatures.
A snare has been set. A snare has been set.
I think we have to rest soon anyway, so I might as well use the snares.
A snare has been set.
Wonder if I can throw one there.
A snare has been set.
Yeah. Ooh, a single trap. It affected 3 guys. It has to be an area of an effect attack.
I tire of
A
walking,
snare
I
has been
tire of
set.
talking, and I tire of this laughable body. I wish to rest now.
Halfling warrior dead. Tibella dead. Okay, these are... you can sort of abuse these.
A snare has been set.
Yeah. There should be
When
still
the
one
baby
caster
done, the
there.
baby done. How it's rest, no argument.
Yeah, it's... I think there's a sort of a script that automatically casts Stone Skin and Minder spell turning at the start of the battle. So now it's constantly casting those. Someone
What is
of
my
our
task?
group has to go in then and actually
I am out
become
of sight of others.
in the visual range of
Very
it.
well.
Otherwise, it's going to be going over and over that. Stops. You know? It has to see us. Yeah, now it stopped doing it. Did something
I will
new.
tolerate only so much.
Skeleton should be doing quite well there. The stone skin lasts for some time, but it'll fall pretty quickly, yeah.
Yes, they made the decision I'd make.
Oh, live and learn, I guess.
On my honor.
Eh? I'll do as you tell, but only if there be a good amount of coins of it.
What do you require? Done.
Another dank hole with which to improve my mood. Joy.
Yes? As you ask.
Trap.
I must rest for a cause to succeed.
Yeah. At least these are somewhat predictable. You can use these furnaces, and that's where you use the coal. Oh crap. Stone golems! Run!
Shoddily made and subtly maintained, but good
I am
killing
out of
ground.
sight of others.
Yes.
Golem it and run.
I tire of walking, I tire of talking, and I tire of this laughable
Bark
body.
your orders
I wish
already.
my-
your
Shelby.
worthless lives end here!
What gives? Abyss be paid well for this. When the day be done, the day be done.
Your
About time
worthless
we got
lives!
to
My
business.
spells would serve
Take it
better.
down.
This weapon is useless.
A solid hit.
Excellent.
What do you want? Have killed for less.
Okay, let's go. There's only a couple of golems here.
Me axe be blood, eh?
Leave me be.
Can I haste? Yeah, that should be enough to handle them.
Bark your orders. Oh, aye, that be sounding right.
My spells would serve better. This weapon is useless. My spells would serve better. This weapon is useless.
Yeah, 2 stone golems. This group can be much bigger and contain an iron golem, depending on your level when you arrive in these places.
Okay.
Got up
Aye,
easily.
I'll do as you wish. For now.
This furnace has now been activated from the flames of fire elemental
Be
forms and
quick with it.
attacks.
No mercy for those who oppose us!
I must rest for a cause to succeed.
A skull breaker!
I tire of
What do
walking,
you
I
want
tire
later?
of
I'll
talking,
split your gut
and I
open.
tire of this laughable body.
Blood
wish
and
to rest
next swing. A skull breaker! Next swing. Me axe be bloody ready.
Yeah, better heal up.
Aye, the dwarf. Eh? Aye. When the day be done, the day be done.
I am
wish
destiny
rest, no
awaits.
argument. Bark your orders already.
Okay, can I
Shah guides my
heal?
hand.
Yeah, we'll heal after this.
Here!
Keep down. We should have everything needed to build the golem now.
Abyss be paid well for this.
Victory shall be
Just,
ours!
we're not gonna be
You
able
know
to
this.
complete the entire sphere now. Certainly we can complete this level. It's almost completed.
Now, Natha.
And it's done. This servant detects an intruder. It must be destroyed.
Be quick with it. I've killed for
Good for you.
less.
Ancient writing encircles the floating obsidian sphere. These 4 rooms are the key to opening the door to the lower levels. Touch each rune in the correct order. Fail and be punished by the Guardian. I'm pretty sure I know the order. I think you get hit by some kind of a not that tough of an attack if you fail. It's not a big deal.
I must rest for a cause to succeed.
Attacks Elder Orb. So Beholder. A voice sounds within your head. Wizard, your sphere is not a fitting grave. Oh, golem be damned. I shall escape.
On my honor.
What is it now?
What do you require?
Jacques.
What do you want, groundling?
No
About time we
mercy
got
for
to
those who
business.
oppose us! I tire of walking, I tire of talking, and I tire of this laughable body. I wish to rest now.
How long do you intend to crack your
A
whip
solid hit.
back? Set stone now.
Guardian Golem killed it, so no
Me
experience
axe
for us.
be blood. It'd be near the decision
The-
I'd make.
The Elder Orb fought in a terrible way. Big advantage of those orbs is the gaze attacks. So it's basically a failure of the AI
I'll
that
do as you
the
tell me.
beholders are,
Only if there be a good amount of coins a week.
I think, handling things worse than they should be handling them. And I think it's another reason why. Oh,
I
Are
will
you-
tolerate only if I must.
why are you there? It's another reason why I don't really like using the boulder and shield. Is the game makers have already sort of given them a handicap in that they don't use effectively all their gaze attacks all the time. So you already have all these advantages. Do you really need to make them even more weaker? They're sort of like, let's say you want to fight a dragon. Dragon is a big thing in these kind of games. You want to kill the dragon. There's two ways of doing it. One is keeping the dragon as a dragon, and one is making a making an enemy for you to designing an enemy for you to kill and putting it in dragon shape. One
Be quick with it.
is not really a dragon.
Aye, that be sounded right.
Designers of the games are giving you a hand job or an eager up, giving you an enemy that is designed for you to be fairly easily killable, and they're calling it a dragon because you wanted to kill a dragon. The other is make the creature as dangerous as it is, and so when you actually encounter it and kill it, you can feel like you killed a dragon instead of something that was just there to make you feel like a big man or a hero in the universe. Skyrim sort of fails in the same sense. Dragons were a big thing when the Skyrim came, and then when the actual dragons were shown in the game, they were sort of pathetic and they fight like idiots. Their big advantage is flying, and they basically they do fly, but if you have your wooden club in hand and just wait for it, the dragon will come to you and fight with you in the ground, while it could just bombard you from the air and kill you quite easily, or stay on top of rooftops or something. There's never really any real reason for it to come to you, so it's easily killable. I fear the beholders in this game are already not really beholders. They're beholders in name only because of the retarded use of their gaze attacks already. So you don't need to make them even we're more worthless enemy.
I am out of consider it done.
It's sort of balanced by the fact that there's so many of them. Since they didn't bother to make proper beholders, they sort of they come in numbers. Oh. Dragons sort of suffer from the same thing in this game too, so there's still more interesting fights and tougher fights than normal creatures, but they're not really dragons. In here, dragons never fly, for example. Flying is one of the biggest tactical advantage you can have in a game, in a battle system, and it is totally being ignored. So that's a huge problem. Inefficient use of breath weaponry usually reduce spell casting abilities, because dragons should be they're basically their intelligence level is higher than a genius human. So they're very good spellcasters. Here they are not. They might have a few abilities, but they're not really all that great.
What is my task? I am...
So you get to kill dragons, and it's epic, but you don't really get to fight dragons. There's a reason why you don't
I tire of walking, I tire of talking, and I tire of this laughable body. I wish
Reason
to
why
rest now.
at least once upon a time they had a reputation of being
I am
being
out of
a
sight of others.
being a thing to kill because it was some sort of an achievement. Then you had small dragons, adolescent dragons, baby dragons, so you could have the dragon fight at lower and lower and lower levels.
What is it now?
And usually the dungeon master or the game design doesn't really take good use of them.
When the
Because we'll have to talk to
On my
this
honor.
bastard.
I await your word.
You are the ones who have caused the sphere to travel once again. You fools! I was close to escaping! I have been denied the material plane. I will have my revenge!
Ooh. I think
I swim in memories in such a
Neverwinter
place
Nights
as this.
2 handled at least it
Most
somewhat, or
unpleasant
addressed the issue,
memories.
I will tolerate
at least
only
part
so
of the
much.
way. Not in the good way. The fights weren't all that special, but for example, more things like if you find a dragon's hoard and there's let's say there's 1,000,000 gold pieces or 100,000. There's no way in hell you're going to be able to carry that much gold away from here. So it can be a sort of a little quest of its own. How are you going to get all the treasure out from the dragon's lair? What we're gonna do is send in Nishu. I don't want to go in there. It's supposed to be a high level goddamn necromancer.
A waste of my talent.
Well, in
What do you require? It shall be.
drain his magic. Okay, improved mantle, protection from energy, spell deflection. Abidalzim's horrid wilting. Forward stun. Forward stun. Chain light. Domination. This is it's a double drain because he's using a lot of spells that are basically he's using up his defenses that are running out where no real threat exists. He's using a lot of attack spells and disabling spells which will never work on an issue, and the issue is probably hitting him from time to time, which means he's losing spells that way too. So when we go there, he should be, yeah, he has magic missiles at the moment. I don't think he has all that much left. Wonder how long those magic missiles will last.
I must rest for a cause to succeed.
Contingency. Mantle. Protected by, yeah. Mantle and stone skin. I think he stopped casting at some point.
I
Who stuns
tire
a
of
ghost?
walking, I tire of talking, and I tire of this laughable body. I wish to rest now.
bark your
He might still have spells left, so
And later I'll
he just
split your
might not
butthole.
have just used them for summoned creatures.
I will not suffer this!
You know, I think he's done, basically out of spells.
A
Yeah.
solid hit.
Next swing.
A solid hit.
No, it's over for him.
when the day be done, the day be done.
Nishru did its job.
Rest, no arguments.
Force that possessed me is gone.
Where am I? The force that possessed me is gone? What is this? Have you lost your senses, old man? I am dying, friend, but I see clear. Thank you for releasing me from the long burden of fighting that force. Even I could not release such a being upon my home. So, just how long have you been fighting this thing? I made up with that evil presence long ago, during my Planar travels. He has possessed me ever since, trying to find its way somewhere where it could do the most harm. It took all my power to keep him from prying the knowledge of the sphere from what remained of my soul. And it has been so long, I can barely remember when it all began. So why did you bother fighting the force? I would not allow it to pry the secrets of the sphere from me. If it escaped, it would have devastated the entire plane eventually. Even I couldn't allow that. I think such threats are... yeah, that's probably just hyperbole. It's like... it assumes that there's not going to be any kind of counter reaction to that being's presence on that plane at any point. I mean, our plane has gods, for God's sakes. Are you saying they wouldn't be able to do anything to us? Some kind of spirit that's unable to properly even possess a single man? Give me a break. Just come on. Come on, Lava, come on. You? Are you not the evil necromancer, Lava? You know of me. Has word of my foul existence lived to even this day. I know of you through your descendant Balagar. He said you would try to take his body, but to extend your life, and that you had done as much to others before. Corthala! Yes, I do remember now. My family. I am everything he said and more. I was the scourge of the living before I left the plane. I terrorized my own blood and tampered with the laws of life and death. Evil and arrogant was I indeed. I have had an age and a more to consider my sins. If I could call it all back, if I could call back my brother and my son, my granddaughter and grandson, if I could go back and convince the man I once was that the sphere was a mission of pride doomed to failure. How did it fail? It's you made a Planar's traveling sphere. That's awesome. Maybe too big of a job for one man to control, but the sphere seems to be working fine. I can feel my last breath coming upon me. But I have some time yet. Time enough for one last bargain. You there, human? Might I bargain with you? I would rather maintain my distance and wait for your death to come. I trust no necromancer, especially not one that I have just fought and lost friends battling. We didn't lose anyone. No. Tell me what you wish and I'll at least listen to what you say. The sphere has been moved. I can sense this. It was an automatic defense against intrusion that I kept hidden from the presence. He waited for one to open the door and enter. I knew that would cause the sphere to automatically travel the planes as a defense and drain the last of the power. My only hope. But now the presence is gone. You need to return to your home plane. I shall tell you now how. In return for one thing. One small thing. I've been traveling for so long. I wish to see my home one last time. When we return to the Prime, take me outside and let me die under the sky of the place I was born. This is all I ask. No tricks or subterfuge. I beg it of you, stranger. I don't particularly care. I don't have the fear of the creature that possesses him as much as he does. Fine, as long as you get us home. Very good. The sphere is powered by the heart of a powerful demon, or at least it was. You must go outside of the sphere and get another one. I know this will be difficult, but you defeated the presence, so I hope you will have the strength enough for this last task. Get a heart and return. Go to the engine room and place it in the golem that serves as the power source. I will reset the controls so that we shall return to the Prime. But go quickly. I do not know how much longer I can maintain my existence. Well, there are a couple of additional entrances here. We came from here, but there's two other doors. I think we'll clean them up and in there. We need to rest up anyway. This seems like a good place for it. But there is the lower level and then the outside left. These are admin.
Yes? Consider it done.
Next swing. Be quick with it.
A dangerous mistake.
I feel your stairs! Die! Die!
These admin seem to be fairly weak.
That's my task. I will do my best.
What do you say? The dwarf will not do it.
Oh, protection from energy.
I am your Adosquai.
Protected image. Don't think we can use protected image. Yes, we can.
On my own. Yes.
Ooh. Looks like a fairly typical axe. +2 leather armor and +2 battle axe. So we have no use for them. We have better equipment right now.
I best be paid well for this.
I must rest for a cause.
This looks like another habitat. So some form of creature without doubt here.
I tire of walking, I tire of talking. Leave me be.
Okay.
I've killed for less.
Hopefully there's nothing too dangerous here. Oh shit, spore colony. That is bad. That is very
Victory
bad.
shall be ours. You know this.
It has to die very
What
quickly.
is it now?
It's basically a summoning. Ooh, summoning platform.
Bark your orders. It'd be near the decision I'd make.
Okay, at least we managed to stop the fight
Jacques.
right at the beginning.
Manus potentis.
Okay, I'll do as you tell. But only if there be a good amount of when the day be done, the day be done. I wish rest, no argument.
A lot of healing potions. Looks like a very good sling. +2. That's something at least.
Be quick with abyss be paid with.
Excellent. Crap. Excellent.
I've killed for
And
less.
we'll be ending here. I probably want to, yeah, just drink a healing potion. You have 1, that's not good enough. You have over 20. Good enough. And rest.
What do you want, Growl? Aye, that be sounding right.
Job still left to do: get a demon heart and clear out the lower floor from opposition, I guess. That's where the engine room is. But yeah, demon heart, clear engine room.